pretty much covered the A95. So I think the A95, this is the Quantum.OLED King of TV that we just chatted about. And just know that it's twice as bright as our last iteration. So the A95K is now going to be the predecessor to the A95L, which will be twice as bright as our last iteration. So if you already have an A95K and you're like, man, that is bright, this guy just pushes the envelope a little bit more. And we want to make sure that we understand brightness is not just always pumping out brightness. It is the impact of high and low contrast areas that we're talking about here. So we don't just want to blind everyone who's watching these TVs. We want the sun in the desert sky versus an already bright landscape to pop a little bit more. So that way you get a little bit more of a dramatic effect in the content you're watching. So we just want to make sure you understand twice as bright. Don't worry, it's not going to blind you. You won't have to put your sunglasses on. It is just going to be a much more impactful image.
And again, I can attest that even under the bright lights of CDA, there wasn't anything unnatural about how it looked to me. It looked absolutely fantastic. And I'm so excited that, it was probably 5 years or so ago, I started thinking, well, how much more can they advance picture quality in these TVs? It's getting so good. But you guys, this is, again, like you're saying, twice as bright as what you had before. It's incredible what you guys are able to do right now.
It really is, Joe. And again, this is one of those TVs that, hey, as soon as Gramophone gets it on display, go down, check it out, because you really do have to see it kind of to understand, oh, I see what they were talking about. I don't want to overhype it, but just get in and see it as soon as you can, because it really is one of those TVs that I'm personally, if you got the TV guy excited to upgrade, it's a good set. And so, that happens every few years. So I'm really excited to get this set myself.
Love it.
Awesome. So now stepping into our other OLED that we have, it's not Quantum.OLED, but the A80L is really here to be that, hey, you want a Sony OLED? Here it is. I'm not even going to call this a value OLED, because that can give it the presumption that maybe this is not of better quality or good quality. And just remember that with the A80, we're using a traditional OLED panel. So in order to hit a certain cost point, we need to make sure that we are able to do that with the panel that we're using, but you still get the benefits of the XR processor. You still get the XR clear image. And then all the great stuff that comes with that prestigious processor. And just know that if the big brother or sister to the A81 King of TV, this is like the Prince of TV, if you will, because it has a lot of the cool stuff that the A95 had, being OLED and being an XR. So this is going to be offered in a 55, 65, 77, and an 83. And so this will be replacing the 83A90J, which is carried over a few years just because it was such a particular screen size and not very big improvements were happening year over year at that size that justified a move. So now with the A80L, we're able to do that with the new processing algorithm and just overall the improvements to the XR we've had since the J lineup.
Okay, very good.
And just to preface as well, on the A95, I'm sorry, I forgot to say this, available in a 77. So 55, 65, and a 77. Finally, you don't have to go down in size for those 77-inch customers who wanted the cream of the crop. Now you can enjoy that size. So